Mental Testing, Its History, Principles, and Applications in 1949, Exceptional Children in 1954, and the third edition of Developmental Psychology in 1959. But what about Goodenough's role as an early female psychologist? Actually, Goodenough would be frustrated that we even consider her as such. She wanted to be known for her contributions as a psychologist, not as a woman psychologist. But regardless of the fact that she didn't want to be labeled by her gender, history cannot deny the fact that she was one of the pioneer early women in the field of psychology. By 1920, only 62 women held PhDs in psychology, and by 1943, the APA was still about 70% male. Yet Goodenough held leadership roles on the APA Board of Directors and was an APA Fellow. She was even voted into the 6th edition of American Men in Science by her male peers. In 1938, Goodenough also served as the president of the National Council of Women Psychologists, an ironic position considering that she hated being referred to by her gender. Florence Goodenough died on April 4, 1959, from a stroke. She was 72 years old. During her life, Goodenough published 10 texts and 26 research articles. Many of her graduate students went on to make names for themselves in the field of psychology, including the previously mentioned Dale Harris and Ruth Howard, the first African-American woman to receive her PhD in psychology. Her former students often described her as being extremely matter-of-fact, intolerant of laziness or subpar performance, and as very critical of her students' work, constantly pushing them to become better psychologists. Her contributions to both intelligence testing and to research methodology can still be seen today.
Created using Powtoon.